Good morning, and welcome to the Kerrville Police Department's 2025 Peace Officer Memorial Day ceremony. Thank you for joining us on this solemn occasion as we remember the Texas peace officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty in 2024. I'm Kerrville Police Department Lieutenant Mary Krebs, and at this time I would like to welcome Kerrville Mayor Joel Herring, members of the City Council, Sheriff Larry Letha, distinguished guests, and past and current law enforcement officers. Today's ceremony is officiated by Kerrville Police Chief Chris McCall. The Commander of Troops is Kerrville Police Lieutenant John Klein. The Kerrville Police Department Honor Guard is under the command of KPD Sergeant Jason Beard. The wreath-laying detail is under the command of Kerr County Sheriff's Deputy Cody Rogers. The police officer's prayer will be recited by Kerrville Police Lieutenant James McKetta. Today's trumpeter is George Eichner, and today's piper is retired Kerrville firefighter Kirk Shield. If you would pray with me. For I, the Lord your God, hold your right hand. It is I who say to you, fear not, I am the one who helps you. Isaiah 41:13. Our most gracious God and Father, thank you for this day of remembrance and all who have gathered here today. I come before you asking for your protection over my brothers and sisters in law enforcement. I ask for them to have the courage to do the important work they're called to do, looking beyond the risk for the sake of those who need our helping hand. I give you thanks for the various ways officers give of themselves, their skills, knowledge, and guidance in troubling times. Protect them, O Lord. Extend your shielding hand over them and comfort their hearts when they are tired and heartbroken. Lastly, I pray for comfort for the families and loved ones who have lost law enforcement officers. May they find the strength from the words of Matthew. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Let us go forth into our community in peace and dedicated to you, Lord, and may God's blessings be upon all of us and remain with us always. All this I pray in your name. Amen.
Post the cars. Freeze and arm. Order. Arm.
A police officer's prayer. Lord, I ask for courage, courage to face and conquer my own fears, courage to take me where others will not go. I ask for strength, strength of body to protect others, and strength of spirit to lead others. I ask for dedication, dedication to my job, to do it well, dedication to the community, to keep it safe. Give me, Lord, concern for others who trust me, and compassion for those who need me. And please, Lord, through it all, be by my side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us this morning as we honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the state of Texas. In 1962, President Kennedy proclaimed May 15th as Peace Officer Memorial Day, and the calendar week in which May 15th falls as National Police Week. Established by a joint resolution of Congress in 1962, National Police Week pays special recognition to those law enforcement officers who lost their lives in the line of duty for the safety and protection of others. Total line of duty deaths in the United States so far in 2025 stands at 25 officers. 11 of those deaths were attributed to officers killed by gunfire. In 2024, a total of 165 law enforcement officers nationwide died in the line of duty. 49 officers nationwide were killed by gunfire. Our profession takes commitment, a commitment we verbalize through our oath of honor. I would like to ask all law enforcement officers here to join me as we recite the law enforcement oath of honor. If you could raise your right hand and repeat after me. On my honor, I will never betray my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will treat all individuals with dignity and respect, and ensure that my actions are dedicated to ensuring the safety of my community and the preservation of human life. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always maintain the highest ethical standards and uphold the values of my community and the agency I serve. Thank you. In 2024, 17 peace officers in the state of Texas made the ultimate sacrifice, living up to that oath. Those officers include Deputy Sheriff Ronald Bates, Harris County Sheriff's Office. End of watch, Saturday, February 10th, 2024. Deputy Bates was killed in a vehicle crash while en route to the Harris County Jail. Deputy Sheriff Charles Rivette, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. End of watch, Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Deputy Rivette was killed in a vehicle crash while transporting a prisoner. Deputy Sheriff Brad Sweetman, Harris County Sheriff's Office. End of watch, Monday, March 4th, 2024. Deputy Sweetman died from the effects of chemical exposure suffered during rescue operations during Hurricane Harvey in 2017. Investigator John Hampton Cadu III, Harris County Sheriff's Office. End of watch, Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. Investigator Cadu was struck by a vehicle while working a crash scene. Police Officer Kyle Hicks, Corpus Christi Police Department. End of watch, Wednesday, April 24th, 2024. Officer Hicks was shot while responding to a domestic disturbance. He died from his wounds 4 days later. Assistant Chief Kevin Lynn Palmer, North Richland Hills Police Department. End of watch Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. Chief Kevin Palmer suffered a fatal heart attack while on duty. Senior Police Officer Vicente Ortiz Jr., Corpus Christi Police Department. End of watch Saturday, June 1st, 2024. Officer Ortiz died after being involved in a motorcycle crash while on duty. Deputy Sheriff Fernando Esquada, Harris County Sheriff's Office. End of watch Thursday, July 11th, 2024. Deputy Esquada was shot and killed from an ambush after locating a vehicle wanted in connection to an aggravated assault. Sergeant Billy Randolph, Fort Worth Police Department. End of watch Monday, August 12th, 2024. Sergeant Randolph was struck by a vehicle driven by an intoxicated driver while working a crash scene. Police Officer Darren Lee Burks, Dallas Police Department. End of watch Thursday, August 29th, 2024. Officer Burks was shot and killed by a suspect in a premeditated attack. 2 other officers were also shot but survived during this incident. Trooper Kevin Alexis Ramirez Vasquez, Texas Department of Public Safety. End of watch Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. Trooper Ramirez Vasquez was struck by a vehicle while working a crash scene. Deputy Constable Ruben Garcia, Cameron County Constable's Office. End of watch Monday, September 30th, 2024. Constable Garcia was struck by a vehicle driven by an intoxicated driver while working a crash scene. Deputy Sheriff Lex Allen Love, Wise County Sheriff's Office. End of watch Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. Deputy Love was killed in a single vehicle crash while responding to a traffic accident. Deputy Constable Catherine Hudson, Harris County Constable's Office. End of watch Friday, November 22nd, 2024. Constable Hudson was struck by a vehicle driven by an intoxicated driver while working a crash scene. Police Officer Cooper Dawson, Greenville Police Department. End of watch Tuesday, November 26, 2024. Officer Dawson was shot and killed by a suspect during a foot pursuit. Police Officer Jacob Candenoza, Terrell Police Department. End of watch Sunday, December 8, 2024. Officer Candenoza was shot and killed by a suspect during a traffic stop. Detention Officer Isaiah Patrick Bias, Ellis County Sheriff's Office. End of watch December 16th, 2024. Officer Bias died after being assaulted by an inmate during a prisoner escort. Please keep these officers, their families, and their departments in your thoughts and prayers. On behalf of the Kerrville Police Department and all the law enforcement agencies of Kerr County, we would like to thank you for joining us today and in honoring these heroes that made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you for being here, and this concludes our ceremony.